It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince, and my dad.
Celtics starting lineup. At shooting guard.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Orlando Magic today. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. You look at Boston. Well, we know they've been sliding lately, and you have to wonder, can they turn it around right now?
You know, they've looked a bit lost out there lately. I mean, they don't seem to be playing with a lot of purpose and focus and even drive. I mean, you can't just wait for good things to happen. You've got to make things happen.
And Clark, I think you're spot on with your analysis. They clearly, to me, have lost some confidence, and that's led them to force things on the court. You start to press it and not trust one another. So they're going to have to figure out a way to get back to the basics and really start to believe in one another if they want to turn things around.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Freak is out there with Jennings. Now here's Vucevic after the miss from Evan Turner. Picked by Vucevic. And here's Freak. Last time out he had 13 points. Just 3 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. They get it again. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Thomas dishes to Crowder. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Claxton. Boston again missing. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now we'll go to DB, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
Thanks, Doris. To the right side. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Here's Thomas. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Thomas. To the middle. Here's Sullinger. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Pass to Gordon. Feeds it to Rice. Shoots the 3. Count the bucket. Rice has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jared Sullinger.
Kelly Olynyk.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fires from 14. Shots good by Turner.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Celtics trail by 9. Claxton covered by Rice. They set the pick. Dishes it to Thomas. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And so it's Boston with it, following the three-point attempt by Freak.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Fournier is checked in for Orlando. Payton comes in for Brandon Jennings. Now here's Crowder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Payton with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Payton passes to Vucevic. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked. Outside Thomas. And the layup's good off the glass.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Smart. Kicks it to Thomas. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's the screen. 4 on the shot clock. And the basket by Olynyk.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Fournier. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And it's blocked. 3 on 3. Here's Crowder. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Freak with it. He's got 5. He kicks to Vucevic, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Thomas, no luck. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic out in front, leading by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Here's Thomas. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And so in the game for the Magic, Rice in at point guard. Andrew Nicholson out there with Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Oladipo in at the 2 guard. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact He'll head to the line. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket no matter who was offering the resistance.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He finished with 13 points, and he was a mainstay at the free throw line, getting a fair amount of his points off of fouls. Overall, it was just a complete performance from him where he felt like he played his best all season. He hopes to continue it, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
And Oladipo kicks to Rice. 1:52 left in the first half. Oladipo dishes to Rice. Back to Oladipo. Fires the three. Again, Oladipo missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
There's the pick.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
1:27 left to play here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Gordon. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Magic lead by 5.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
In the corner, Crowder with it. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Crowder's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Fournier pass to Rice. Just 5 on the clock. But they'll get another chance. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Another miss by Oladipo.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Thomas against Oladipo. Thomas kicks to Turner. The 3. Nicholson grabs the board. Thomas against Oladipo. The pass to Rice. Up in time. He hits the shot at the very last second.
Goodness.
Woo!
The pressure on him in those circumstances was massive.
Oh, man. What pressure? You guys are over-exaggerating here. I mean, you can't rattle this guy. The situation is.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Magic lead by 5. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
They've struggled against him in this one, just no answer for Freak. He has 9 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Magic leading by 5. Jay Crowder out there with Evan Turner. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Jared Sullinger. That's the Boston 5. The Magic have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
The numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Boston shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Claxton, covered by Rice. Thomas against Jennings. Outside Thomas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Nikola Vucevic, 4th. And, of course, Freak.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Wasted no time on that one. Rice has got 12 in the game. Celtics trail by 8. Outside Thomas. Sullinger a screen on Jennings. Thomas dishes to Sullinger. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Picked by Vucevic. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. Gordon. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Magic lead. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach was getting across in the huddle. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Vucevic. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket would be lifted for him.
To the left wing. Right side, Jennings. Pass to Vucevic. The shot misses. Good D by Sullinger. Celtics trail by 10. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Turner. And he lays it straight in.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Throws it up high. Kept alive Orlando. From beyond the arc. But they recover it. Left side, Jennings. Vucevic to the pass to Jennings. Goes up again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jennings has got 7 points in the game. Now here's Smart. T right on him. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Hezonja comes in for Gordon. And it's Payton in for Brandon Jennings. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Rozier, the pass to Crowder. Out to the wing. Wide open. He fires. Smart's got his second bucket tonight. Payton outside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Sullinger. Pass to Crowder. The Celtics working the ball around now. Rozier, the pass to Sullinger. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Smart. With the shot. Offensive rebound. Back to Sullinger. Comes up empty down low.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Payton outside. Picked by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Rice. Down low, here's Azania. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming to the court are your Celtics dancers. Give it up.
Olenek is checked in for Boston, and the Magic making a change. Celtics trail by 13. On the court for Orlando. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Jennings out there with Freak, and it's Fournier in at the 3 spot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Jennings kicks to Rice. They set the pick. There's the dish to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Gordon. And that's 10 points for Brandon Jennings.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Here's Rice. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the 3-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the 3-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Here's Sullinger. Here's Thomas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It goes on Brandon Jennings. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Orlando?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
He hits the second from the line. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. The feed to Rice.
Let's get the ball inside.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Celtics trail by 19. Sullinger left side. Claxton covered by Rice. Shot clock at 6. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
On the wing, Gordon. Olenek with the steal. Passes it to Thomas. Here's Claxton. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Orlando leading by 15.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Feeds it to Rice. Picked by Vucevic. Rice kicks to Vucevic. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these 2 teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant. You got it. Let's get the ball
Stolen
inside.
away. Here's Thomas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, it's been a good game tonight for Thomas. He has 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
That one is no good. Orlando's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. There's a good screen. Jennings can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Sullinger. Boston, no good that time either.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
The ball inside.
Dishes it to Gordon. 11 feet away. Buries the jump shot.
Assistant, Freak.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Celtics call timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. The one thing he doesn't want is for their offense to get sluggish. He said, take what the defense gives you. Don't hesitate to let those shots fly. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And that one's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Magic leading by 15.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Rice kicks to Jennings. He dishes it to Vucevic. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Utah Jazz. On the wing, Turner. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And the Celtics making a change here. Sullinger's checked in. Here's Rice. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 9 rebounds and also an assist.
First one falls for him.
Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Celtics trail by 14. Upside Thomas. Vucevic with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
6 on the shot clock. The 3. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Magic.
Clark, the biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
You know, I thought both teams worked hard at both ends, but sky-high field.
Hughes checked in for Turner. And a change for the Magic. Freaks checked in for Evan Fournier. Kicks it to Smart. They set the pick. The pass to Burton. Over to the left wing. The dish to Smart. Pass to Davidson. And it's Rice with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Rejected by Rice. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't get reckless, just took what the defense gave him.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
We have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is
tune in now.